You're worth to be with someone that actually care about you and not just hold grudge on every little bit that you do. Hi guys, I'm Liana and welcome to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. I am a relationship and a marriage coach. I advise couples on how to build a much better and strong relationship. So let's get into the topic today. I want to talk to you about the 3 red flags that you should notice and change it if you are experiencing it, or even if you have experience about it already. I wouldn't be surprised if you have already experienced about it, because these 3 red flags are pretty common, but not many people are very knowledgeable about it or noticing about it right away. Before you want to get serious with someone, notice these 3 red flags, especially when you want to get engaged as well. Before, when I was in high school, I actually been in relationship that had this 3 red flag with many guys, and I didn't even notice it, and then I find it such a common thing. It was because of the environment that I chose to be in, and it was the environment that I chose to surround with. That's why it came into these 3 red flags, that I was just really gullible and naive that I couldn't even see it through. But however, after that I have learned, and now that's why I want to share with you guys the experience and how it turns out with all of my last relationship and what you guys should do when you're experiencing this. Let's get to it. The first one is that when your partner is still remember about their ex-partner, and especially when they still holding grudge with them. When they still remember and caring about the ex-partner, that's mean that they're not ready to let it go. They're not ready to let go of the past yet, and they still have something to grab on from the past, and it will just dreadful, and it will be just hurting you when you're in a relationship like that. I have experienced that myself, and actually with another person that did that to me as well. When I still remember my ex and I just wanted to be like my last relationship, I pretty much trying to make this new person into the old person that I used to know, and I tried to find a similar facial or even like similar personality just so I can remember my ex-partner, which it did not turn out great, because it would just make me missing that my ex-partner more, and it would just make me really sad and upset about it all the time, and that's why the relationship just broke off. One time when one of my partner was still actually mad about their ex, they're actually still holding on into their ex memories, and it was just not a way of them trying to coping with it. So if you're experiencing this, or if you have experienced this, you will see what I'm talking about. You will see how they talk to you about their ex all the time. Like, remember what my ex did to me? She was so ungrateful or unfaithful, or she was just really a bad person. If your partner anyway acts like that, or even if she acts like that, then you should be notice about this as well. They will technically talk about the same thing about their ex all the time. That's mean that they're just not ready to let it go yet, and they're not ready to let go of the past. So why will you be with a person that is not ready to let go of the past? Also, if you with a person that hold grudges all the time, how dreadful would that be, that you have to be with them all the time, and they just judge you in every move that you take or every mistake that you made. When you made a mistake, you're supposed to learn and then you move on from it. Not having someone else keep reminding you over and over again, and you cannot be able to move on from it. So that would just make your life much more miserable. If you're in a relationship like that, really reconsider about either talking to them, figuring out, and tell them how you actually feel. And if they still keep doing that, I would advise that to find someone else, because it's just not worth your time. Your time is valuable. You're worth to be with someone that actually care about you and not just hold grudge on every little bit that you do. Number 2 is you be with the person that always just go with the flow. People that always just go with the flow, they don't do much in life. They just want to get passed by everything. They don't have any goal in a relationship or in their life, and they just like, oh, okay, let's just see what happened tomorrow and go with it. Those people are not good for you to be surrounded with, especially when you want to be successful in life. Who wouldn't want to be successful? Who wouldn't want to earn a lot and pretty much live the happiest life and actually surrounded by successful people and actually people that care about you? Who wouldn't want all of those? But when people that just pass by and doesn't care about anything and just want to go with the flow, they're not gonna be successful in any kind of way, because that's just lazy. That's just laziness. They don't want to think ahead. They don't want to plan the goal. Just simply they want to live in the present. I believe when you say that you should slow down and live in the present, like sometimes just enjoy the moment, but it should be really rare when that happens. The only time this should be slow down and enjoy the moment is when you actually have something important, like having a wedding, or on your honeymoon, or on your maybe vacation with your partner or something. Just, you know, relax, slow down a little bit, just enjoy the moment, not to rush on everything and like pretty much go everywhere that you can and just being so jumpy about everything, because it's a vacation. You should be relaxed about it. I believe that, yeah, you can relax a little bit and enjoy the moment and just enjoy the time that you spend with your partner. However, if you do that and apply that in your daily life, you wouldn't achieve anything. You wouldn't be successful at anything. So if you surround yourself with those people that's doing the same thing, you just be like them and you won't improve anything in your life. That's why, guys, you want to be successful and your partner just want to go with the flow, the relationship's not gonna work. And you should really talk about it together, figuring it out, either if you're moving on from it or just compromise with each other and figure out a plan of what to do. Because I believe that maybe if that person just want to go with the flow because they didn't have any motivation, but if you give them one and if you help them to get one, they will begin to be much more successful with you. And if you really care about them, you want to take your relationship into the most serious, you should really consider this date and talk about this with your partner before being serious with them. Or else just go find someone that actually motivated and thrive with every single thing in their life and be successful with them. And number 3 is that don't surround yourself by people that are being negative, especially when your partner is negative. I learned that so much with my ex-partner. In my life, I thought my life was miserable because I was surrounded myself by the people that were just really miserable. When you surround by someone, you get affected by that environment and you're starting to feel the same way because you're starting to feel comfortable and you start feeling like you got used to it. So that's why you become them. And when that happens, is that you would just get really depressed and you would get really stressed at the same time. Those two don't mix at all. And that's why a lot of the relationship, when they were in a miserable relationship, they tend to do a lot of dangerous thing, like maybe harm themselves. At this point is I'm telling like the worst thing that could ever happen. Not every relationship is that, but the worst thing could ever happen, that they might try to harm themselves because of how miserable they are, or they just gonna live like that for the rest of their life with the partner that just being miserable and negative about every single thing. When you're being negative about everything, you don't believe in happiness anymore. You don't believe anyone is good around you anymore. You just become very whiny. You become a very judgy, and you just judge everything around you. Especially you hate yourself for that as well. It's normally come from deep down inside the core of that person, that why they're being so negative. It is because that they don't like who they are. They don't like what they do. And the way that they're trying to cope with that is they trying to blame it on people. They're trying to blame on the environment. So imagine living with a partner that always try to blame and being negative about every single thing that you do or everything that they do. How would you feel? Would you feel sad? When you feel like miserable? It just would be horrible to live like that. You deserve the best life. You deserve happiness, and you deserve a partner that actually care about you and help you to be successful and to be happy, not bring you down with them. That's one of the biggest red flag that I have noticed and I have experienced. And honestly guys, if you experience it, talk to your partner. If your partner is still being negative and not changing, don't be in a relationship that's so toxic like that. It's not worth it. You deserve more than that. You deserve someone to take care of you and actually love you and actually help you. So that is it for today guys. That was our 3 red flags that I find that is really important for you to actually notice and talk about with your partner if you experience it, or if you have already experienced it, you know how it feels and you don't want to repeat it. Just acknowledge about it, notice about it right away. When you meet someone, you want to be serious with someone, just talk about it with them. Thank you so much for listening. Click the like button and comment down below if you have ever experienced like that or are you experiencing that. I would love to know about that. If you want me to do any kind of topic that you guys like, just comment down below, and don't forget to click the subscribe button as well. Thank you so much, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.